It's another episode, bitches. So, hey everyone, welcome to Chocolate Cup with KayRay. I have a very special guest with me today. She is known to be one of the illest artists of all time. She is my dad, she is my brother, she is my cousin, she is my twin. Welcome everybody, Keerat Kaur.
Hello.
Hello.
What?
What? I'm actually really excited that you're here.
Me too, man.
I love you.
I love you too.
We have a very special bond, and I'm so excited for you guys to see a little bit of that.
Only
today.
a little bit of it,
Only a
but
little bit.
still
We can't show
something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone.
beautiful new cups that
New cups.
KayRay is selling now.
Yeah. Merch. Make sure you
Flower
all go
City,
check.
so that's Brampton.
That is Brampton.
And this one's Senti.
You're not even from Brampton, though.
Oh.
Where are you from?
Just London, Ontario.
I thought you were gonna say a planet for some reason.
I was gonna say Mars.
I knew you were gonna say Mars! Oh my god! Yo, I was expecting you to say Mars.
That's friendship right there.
That's friendship. So how did you first meet KayRay?
Actually, you guys won't believe this, but I just met her 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the introduction that you guys saw, that was our first time meeting. We've been fake friends on Instagram for so long. Photoshopped so many pictures.
You did Photoshop.
So many fake videos, fake
Shout out
Instagram
to
stories. That's
Easy.
not easy.
No, it's not easy.
That just shows you Baljit's skills.
Yeah.
I've never even seen you before in real life.
I've never seen
We
you
never
ever.
even FaceTimed before this. There was a few like Brampton girls. I wasn't sure which one you were.
I think I'm the most important one, to be honest. Yeah.
But yeah, so 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
But it doesn't feel like
It
it.
doesn't feel like I know. I feel like I know you pretty well now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been more than
Pretty
5
well.
minutes now. I think it's been
It's
7.
been 7 minutes, yeah. Feels like 10 almost.
It looks it's good. What artist would you like to sing for?
Definitely Migos. I really like them a lot. And do you want me to explain it?
You don't have to explain anything.
That's true.
You don't
Next
have to-
question.
Next question. What's your favorite Drake song?
Best I ever had.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I
What
was
about yours?
listening to that earlier.
Were you really?
Yeah.
No way. It was the first song of his that really hit me, and I was like, oh my god, this man is such a great artist.
Mine was Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
I remember you saying that,
Yeah. When did I tell you that?
Well, before I met you.
Yeah.
And you texted me.
I texted you.
That's what you said.
I sent it in a group chat and
Yeah.
then you screenshotted it.
That's the funny thing, like, before, like, 5 minutes ago,
Mhm.
we actually didn't even have one-on-one text
No.
conversations.
No.
It was always in groups of other Brampton girls.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure which one you were.
Yep.
It's actually true.
So we're only friends with each other through mutuals.
Mutual.
So why my hand on my chin? When people hear your voice, they often compare you to Surinder Kaur.
That's so nice.
Yeah. What's your favorite Surinder Kaur song?
Definitely a Kianch Basila. I think it's more low-key. It's not really one that a lot of people know, I don't think, because it's a bit of a slower-paced song.
Were you about to sing it?
No. I just realized I have shades on.
How do you visualize your 60-year-old version of yourself?
Well, wow.
This.
I think I'll be wearing red lipstick. I won't dye my hair.
Oh.
My hair will be white.
Mine will be white too.
I'll be wearing eyeliner sometimes. I really hope I have children and grandchildren, hopefully grandchildren by then, but who knows. Yeah, so I definitely see my family expanded. I hope that I've created a lot more meaningful work, and I hope that I'm living in like a quiet place somewhere.
I feel like I see myself as like a professor. I just have long
Gray hair.
gray hair, yeah.
We're
And
friends then, right?
We would be friends, yeah.
We would be friends.
We'd be rocking back and forth.
Yeah. Hello, ladies and gems.
I could feel it.
You could feel it if you can't see it.
Yeah.
You can definitely feel it. If you can't see it, you can feel it.
You can feel it. I can feel it.
Okay.
So that brings me to my next question. You often call yourself El Hindi. What is that all about?
Exactly, that's actually a nice segue.
Thank you for acknowledging my segue.
El Hindi means the Indian in Arabic, and a lot of Middle Easterns actually have that as their last name. The reason that I am so drawn to it is because I've always been really, really drawn to Arabic culture, specifically the music. I've been very, very drawn to it, and I've been like almost obsessively listening to different kinds of it since I was a kid. You know, I was still of Indian descent, so to speak. It's like saying El Hindi or calling myself El Hindi is a way of referencing myself within Arabic culture, you know, the Indian. So that's kind of where that came from.
So now we have a question from our live studio audience. Everyone,
Yay.
welcome Vicky.
Vicky.
Hello, madam.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. I'm a very much huge fan.
Okay.
Hello, audience. And hello to you, Madam KayRay. I've
Please
heard
kiss
about you.
the ring.
Ma'am, I have one request. Madam,
Okay.
ਸਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਗਾਣਾ ਗਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ? ਹਾਂਜੀ, please.
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਗਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ.
ਧੰਨਵਾਦ.
Being recorded.
Yeah, it's recorded.
It's being recorded. Oh my god, you recorded that whole thing? You said it was just for fun, we were hanging out. You recorded that whole thing?
I made you sign a waiver. You should know.
Yeah, but the waiver said that you would never record.
Did you even freaking read it?
Yeah.
You read the terms and
You know what it
conditions?
said?
Huh.
Let me take it out. I'll show you.
Oh shit.
I have the waiver. You think I play around?
What is this
document file? Hello, Keerat Kaur. This hangout session is going to be simply a hangout session with no recording whatsoever. All phones will be placed at the entrance of the show. What does this say? Of the studio. All phones, all recording devices will be left outside of the room. This will be, you're just invited to hang out with KayRay. That's all this is. Nothing else. Plain and simple and chill.
Did you see the terms and conditions though?
Yeah, it says,
In the fine print.
it says nothing will be recorded. You may sign here.
It says filmed. It means recorded. We meant filmed is what we meant to say.
So basically it's a typo.
Yeah.
I signed a typo.
No. You just misread.
I misread it again right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I don't know, man.
I think you need to understand the terms and conditions before you signed it.
But
It's already went through my lawyers. I have a fax machine, and my lawyer has a fax machine, and they got it. So it's been checked and reviewed, and this is no longer.
so that's it. Like it's recorded and
Well,
it's gonna go
everyone
everywhere.
should know when you're hanging out with me, it means it's gonna be filmed. That's it.
But
That's it.
I don't know. Something's not right. I'm gonna talk to my lawyer.
Okay.
हम दिए मुस्तकिल कितना जालिम है दिल ये ना जाना हाय हाय ये जालिम ज़माना हाय हाय ये जालिम ज़माना.
So, how would you describe your music and sound?
I sing a few different styles. I've trained and am training in Tripad music. I've always had a really strong love for old school Bollywood songs and old school Punjabi folk and folk music from a lot of other cultures, Arabic folk for sure. And I think that all of those sounds have found their way into all of my singing really. So anytime I'm singing in English, I kind of like to think of it as neo-soul mixed with electro-folk. So yeah, I would kind of describe it as jazzy with hints of old school Hindi melodies. How would you describe it as a listener?
As a listener, electro jazz vibes. You're able to sing like Western songs with a feel of Indian traditional. That's what makes it very unique and like why you're able to kind of mesh both worlds together almost.
Yeah, I mean that's how I would describe it as well. And it's not really something that I do intentionally.
Yeah.
I think it's just because it's always been such a strong influence.
Yeah. I think what makes your art so divine is the fact that you're able to create devotional pieces that have this element of surrealism. It feels very nostalgic. It feels like we know this place but we also don't know it. It almost digs deeper to like our unconscious mind or subconscious mind. For example, your visual haikus and your paintings of elderly women. You want to speak on that a little bit?
Sure, yeah, for sure. I actually really like the way that you describe that. I feel like there's so many layers in mundane things and, you know, feelings that we think are quite common or talked about a lot, but I like to think of different ways and different worlds in which that same emotion can be described or visualized, and pull that person in. Like you said, a lot of surrealistic dreamscapes with little bubbles of reality, and oftentimes I like to choose hyper-realistic figures or faces as that bubble of reality, you know, primarily because I think faces do show so much emotion. I really like to use that as a tool of pulling people in because it's something that they can relate to. A human face is something that they can relate to, and that is kind of my aim, to show something that's mundane and poeticize it and communicate it in a different way that'll make you feel it, but at the same time it'll also allow you to tap into parts of your imagination that haven't felt that same feeling before, or haven't been able to appreciate that feeling, because I feel like certain emotions are categorized as good, bad, or this, that. They have specific adjectives to them, you know, but what I like to do is look at them from a different lens.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what everything you just said is exactly what I feel like. Not only are you all these other things, but you're also in architecture.
I'm in architecture.
You're in architecture. And I had the privilege to be at your thesis critique. And I noticed that,
so nice.
Yeah, it was amazing to see you in your element. Would you like to kind of share that a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So my Master of Architecture thesis was quite literally rooted in Punjabi architecture, and you can actually view the images and some of the descriptions at my website. The main aim of that thesis project was to, in a way, revive Punjabi culture through architecture, because I feel like architecture is such an important part of culture and just life in general that kind of gets overlooked in a lot of ways. I imagined that site as invisible, and I created a series of tropes that were related to architectural elements in the Qila and also just Punjabi culture. And it's something that engages people in different ways. The idea is that spaces like the ones that I created and like the network that I created could be placed in different places that have similar site conditions.
I think that's why it's super important. Like we talk about often, we need to create spaces for all these young folks or people, elderly folks or whatever. We just don't have enough of that even here in Toronto.
Yeah,
we often talk about that for artists. There's not enough spaces for us to work out of, and I think that's why it's super dope that you're not taking it only from here, but what we're like longing for in Punjab. What's beautiful is that, you know, we have people in the diaspora that do care to bring some life back into Punjab. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. We do have the audience asking questions sometimes, and so we'll give a shout out to them. How have you changed, grown, bloomed due to your relationship with each other?
So I think what inspires me the most about you is you've always been the type of person to encourage me to listen to myself and celebrate myself however I am. And I really appreciate that you've always encouraged me to be an individual. I feel very celebrated around you, and I feel like that's something that you give to a lot of people. So I think that that's obviously helped me just go with my instincts and follow my dreams.
What?
I mean,
Yeah, I
but
know.
really, yeah.
That's cute. What the hell? That's so nice. Besides even art, like I think you as a person, obviously you are art. I think that like what makes you super great is that you're so like real, and you're not afraid to be yourself around me either. We have like the most beautiful conversations.
Straight up.
And I think that every time we do see each other, I feel like we are continuously growing.
Yeah.
Like we've grown a lot together.
Man.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
Well, like a few years ago when we were like having a chat, I remember like the things that we wanted were obviously quite similar to today, right? But I feel like the place where we were at and the type of control we thought we had over our lives and our emotions and the way we felt about life was different. And I feel like we've grown so much from that time, and it's just nice to have had you, you know, by my side, even though we had different paths and, you know, obviously doing different things. But it's so nice that, you know, I was growing with someone, and then, you know, we get to check in every time we see each other, and it's like, hey, this happened, I feel like this now. Yeah, it's very
cool.
precious to me.
It is very precious. Love you, Keith.
Love you too, Kino.
If you could have one thing that the other person has, what would you take?
You're fearless.
Girl. One thing that I would definitely take from you is your voice, for sure.
Oh.
For sure. I would just take it.
Okay.
Just take it
And
and insert it. Yeah. We could just switch throats.
I'm gonna sign a proper contract for that though. Not like the fake one you made me sign last time.
I heard you have a shop
I have a
online,
shop.
on the internet.
Keerat-God.com, where you can purchase original works and reproductions of my work. Some of the original things that you can purchase are embroidered items. such as this tote bag. There are many t-shirts available.
T-shirts.
You can also customize. You can send me a request for customization and I can do my best to accommodate your needs.
Oh wow. And she does quite the job, ladies and gents and men's and femmes.
Friends and foes, woes and foes.
Woes and foes.
Hopefully not many foes.
Only woes.
Only woes, only woes, only woes. No foes, no foes. Only woes, only woes, only woes. No foes, no foes.
You want to be a woe? We don't even know.
You want to be a hoe, you want to be a foe, you want to be a hoe, you want to be a foe.
Tell me what you want to know. Tell me what you want to know. You want to be a hoe, you want to be a woe, you want to be a foe, you don't know. If you don't want to be my woe, then
You're a hoe. If you don't want to be a woe, you're a hoe.
How can they follow you in real life?
At _Keerat Kaur on everything, I think.
She's funny on Twitter.
Yeah, everything is linked off of keerat-kaur.com.
Yeah, you can get your prints, you can get your totes, you can get your coats, you can get your t-shirts and hats, you can get her voice. Her voice is on the SoundCloud, so make sure you go and follow that too. Please, everybody, go and follow and support my dad, Keerat Kaur.
You're not my dad!
Anyways, honestly, this is my podcast. Gin was my guest. She's not here, so I can say anything that I want now. My water, my cups, everything me. Me. Sometimes I'm not on the podcast, but it's my podcast, so summarize.